Hello everyone. This is in continuation of our last lecture, which is merging in SAS. And in our last class, we have covered basics of merge and its concepts. And I would really recommend you to go through the previous lecture if you have not gone through yet, because we have discovered the basics and important key points of merge. Now, in this lecture, we will explore more out of it to understand in various ways, right? So let's start with it. So here I have already created few of the data set which I'm going to use as a sample to take this up. So let's start with one set which is I have a data set as an EMP, and I have other data set of department number. Now let me show you the data set first. I have this set of informations of my employees where I do have employee name, job, manager ID, and blah blah informations. But I do not have information of their locations and the department number, basically in which department they are working in. So for that I have another department table that contains the information of the department name and location, right? So now when I have department number in this table also, so that gonna be work as my primary key here. In this case, the department number, based on this department number, we will basically gather the information from department table. So here the idea is to take and make a combination of keys which comes up up to the concepts of primary and a foreign key. So when I'm using department number in this case, so I'm going to consider this key as a primary key, and at the same time it will be treated as an example of many to one merge when I have a multiple keys in this for this variable, and I have all unique keys available in this table, right? So with the help of these two table, we could able to gather the complete information for the employees, that's mean like what are their department number and their locations. So let's begin and start. Let's see this how it's gonna happen. I've already opened a lot of tables. Yeah, so we will create a new table. uh, let's say data information, and I'm using uh, EMP table which is in SM library. So EMP, and the another one is again in SM library, and the name is department, right? Now here I'm going to use if condition for you know for the key what we do have. If it is available in that case, so I need to uh, I want to create the table with the complete information. So for that I will create first one tracking variable, as I have already discussed about it. So this basically a name that you can give. So let's say any name, let's say employee. So I'm writing E in that case. This table refers to department, so I will write D. That's all up to us, right? So here the condition is like by what basis of what we are trying to merge the table. So if you can see, we are using department number, right? So I'm gonna use department number in that case, and if E equal to D, that's mean I need a merge, matching merge. If the information is available in other table based on the key which is under the department number variable, so whatever the value is it going to satisfy and look for the value. If it is available in another table, then only it will give me an output based on that. Otherwise I am not going to get any information of this. So for your better understanding, if you can see, because this is a very small table, so we can actually see we have as in unique department number 10, 20 and 30. While we are opening this, we can see we have 10, 20, 30 and 40. So 40 is not available in department number in table EMP, right? So in this table, I do not have any employee who works in department number 40, but in this table, I have an information of department number 40 also. So as per this criteria, I really wanted to understand about my these employees, where I'm saying if it is equal to this department number, and if it is not, so don't give me, right? So that's mean this 40 will not come in a picture because I do not have any employee who works in department number 40. Other way around also we can do this, where we want to see like for from this table we will speak other way around, and to see like if we do have any employee who works in department number 40 or not, or maybe I want to see what are the department numbers where I do not have any employees. Maybe it's 10 or 20 or 30, but when this is a very small data set, we can easily see this and can understand this. But when we do have a large data set, it's gonna be difficult to speak on this. So what we do basically to do merging without the matching conditions, right? So we will explore that thing also. Now here I have already explained, whenever we use a by statement, so make sure your data should be sorted based on the particular keyword, whatever you are using in your by statement. And if it is not, certainly SAS is not going to populate the output. So this is the first condition of merge. Whenever you are using a by statement in your, to merge the multiple tables, you have to be, your data should be sorted, by that particular key. So I don't think it's if it is sorted or not. Yeah, it seems sorted in that case also, but to be on a safer side, like I'm not gonna sort it here because I can see the data is sorted on this key, but I would recommend you to make it sort the data it again to make it sure, because we don't know how the data is populated. So let it be like this. We are creating a new table by the name of information with the help of EMP and department, where we are working based on the department number, and we want to see like what is the department of Adams. So we know the department of Adam, but we don't know Adams location or Scott location, or what the actual name of their departments, right? So I'm just gonna run it simply while it's creating in this in work. I'll go there and check information. Yeah, here it is. Now let me take this off again so you can actually understand in a way. Now I'm creating information from EMP and department number with the help of department number which is available in my data set, and I'm saying E equal to D. That's mean I'm just creating a tracking variable for both the tables. E is for the EMP and D is for department number. So based on this, I'm trying to satisfy my condition. This is a matching condition where I'm saying both these situation should come up, like E should be equal to 1 and D should also be equal to 1. So it is like AND condition I'm giving. So in AND condition, what happens, like your condition will get true, holds true only when you will get a value, when you get a true value from both the signals or both the ends. So 1 0 will give you a 0, 0 1 will give you a 0, and 0 0 of course there will be a 0 as an output, but in case of 1 and 1 you will only get a 1. So this is only a criteria where you will get a true condition in case of AND operators, right? So I'm saying E equal to D, so that's mean E equal to 1 and D equal to 1. There is no difference in this. So when I'm running this, I can see this information is available here. So just open this and see. Now if you can see, we have successfully pulled the information of the department number and their location. So if you can see, James sits in Chicago, and he belongs to the department number sales, right? Sales, I think. Okay, yeah. I can easily see these the salesman. So it's likely to happen from the sales department. But what about these manager, what about this manager and clerk? So they may also belong to the same department. So logically this is correct that this department has a one manager, and when I can see the department numbers is basically 30 for manager and clerk also. So they all employ, these many all employees are belongs to the sales department, and this is the research department which sits in Dallas, and for accounting people they sits in New York. So let's go back and check your department number, department table. So we have 30 against sales, right? Uh-oh. We have 30 again sales, right? And 10 is for accounting and 20 is for research. So when I'm talking about this 20, so he's an analyst, and Scott must be sitting in, belongs to research department, right? All right, so this is how we successfully merge the table and we gather all the information based on this. But now I want to see like the people who doesn't belongs to like any department, or maybe there are unattended department where I want to understand it, right? So let's make a copy out of it and write it like not equal to. So I can write like this. So I'm saying, and let's say incomplete information, right? Incomplete information I want to pull, where I'm saying E not equal to D. I'll go back to the work library because I'm creating in a work. So where it is now, here we have incomplete. So now when we open this, so we have only one incomplete information which we have already seen, right? The department of 40, which is operation in Boston, and we do not have any information of the employees of like, and we do not have any employee working in this department. Even we'll go and check the EMP table, right? So this is only for 10, 20 and 30. And when we're pulling an information, it's giving that this is a department where no employee is working in this one. So this is something needs to be taken care. So this is a very good way of doing this. And maybe you could have like some other department mentioned in this table, but it's not mentioned in this table. So that way around also you can identify, like I do have some information of my employees, but I could not able to identify their department name or location, is just because they are not like the department number, department table is not bearing any information of it. So this way we can actually we can easily identify like how the data is all about, while we have the complete information or not. So it is good to take a glance of your data set first before you work on. But yeah, when the data set size is huge and a big, it's gonna be difficult. But still, I recommend to open a data set first and just take a little scroll and left and right to understand how it's gonna be like, right? So this is how we created a two condition here, where we have created a matching condition which is E equal to D, and where I'm saying E not equal to D, where I want to pull the non-matching observations from both the tables, right? I hope you have understood this, and I'll try to come up with a lot of examples in my upcoming lectures, where I'll be explaining the merging concepts with more than two tables, and we will see how we can gather the information in a single table and with different conditions. Thank you very much, and hope to see you in next lecture.